Why, hello there, it is Richard the Urban Warlock, that giant knobhead from Urban Warlock Healing. I'm going to do reading. It has been a while. Reason being is that I've been busy, entertaining, and also outside of this, I do other things. I've been at a house cleansing today. If you would like to book me for any of my services, please go to urbanwarlockhealing.com. Have a look at the services and the prices. For readings, I do recorded ones in my link tree, 10-minute tarot at £10 or 30 minutes at 25. Anyway, let's crack on. So this is going to be a no hashtag reading. I will leave it up to you to believe or not whether it has landed on your page for a reason. However, it is collective, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to be asking what's coming up before the end of the year. If you do like my reading, or it resonates in some way, please give me a love heart, like, and drop a comment in. Any comment you like. You can call me a knobhead if you like. The point is, if you do that, it then boosts me up on the algorithm and hopefully I get more followers. And if I get more followers, potentially I can do more videos because it means I can make some money out of this. Anyway, with me, you always get the truth. I've not been on here for a while, so I'm feeling a little bit naughty. Right, so just to remind you, with tarot, it is designed to say on your current path, this is the most likely outcome. There are a couple of cards in there that are fixed, which means the universe says it's got to happen, but outside of that, it's not. So if anything does come up and you don't like the sound of it, you can change it. Most people don't, because most people are lazy and they do not like shifting their lives onto a bit of a different track prior. The choice is yours. Simple as that. Okay? Right, let's get started. So first card we've got is the Page of Swords in the reverse position. So swords relates to the element of air. It's generally speaking about the way we think and the words we use. Now with the court cards, they can represent an energy within ourselves or they can represent the energy of somebody else. Now this is going to be self. Now pages don't have the knowledge or responsibility of the kings and the queens. They don't have the full motion of the knights. They're more about giving something a go. Now this page in the normal Rider-Waite, we're talking about blue sky thinking outside the box, freshening up those ideas, talking in a more playful, youthful way. It's in the excuse me. It's in the reverse, so it's kind of talking about being a little bit stuck with your mindset moving forward. That is then putting you in the Three of Wands energy. So Wands relates to elements of fire. We're generally talking about taking some kind of action. Now this card's about starting something. So you got the chap there who's about to take his first steps out into the great unknown. He's turned his back on what no longer serves him. It's in the reverse position. It's in the reverse position because you're not quite ready to do that yet. It's because you're still thinking inside the box. That's then putting you into hermit mode. Okay, so the hermit in the upright position is a positive card. It talks about withdrawal. It's normally on a mental level. However, it can talk about physical withdrawal, so kind of hiding away at home or taking yourself off. It's normally when we go through a bit of a phase of going, what's gone right, what's gone wrong, what direction we're going in next. And it just helps to kind of solidify plans, make a bit of a plan moving forward. So let's continue. Okay, looking positive. After hermit mode, we then got the Ace of Wands. So again, taking some kind of action. Now, aces are about bringing in a new energy. They're always positive. They're not about starting something new. They're about bringing in new energy before we start. And again, that will be why that start's being delayed, because we need to go into hermit mode. We need to decide on the long-term goal. So the easiest example I give for this one for the early cards is you come to me and you say, Richard, I want to completely change my career and I don't know what I want to do. Ace is researching industries and sectors, 2 is applying and interviewing, 3 is starting. So you're in that kind of research stage. We then got the High Priestess. Okay, so the High Priestess is one of the divine feminine. She's not always spoken about as such, especially on these TikTok videos, because everybody talks about the Emperor and the Empress. The High Priestess and the Hierophant are the masculine and feminines of the more kind of spiritual realm, if you want to call it that. Now, she's about balance. That's represented by the black and white pillar either side of her. So we're talking about connection with spirit and also intuition. Okay, I feel like it's going down that road of intuition, feeling connected on that level. Overall outcome is death in the reverse. Okay, so death card should really be called the rebirth card. It's about shedding what skin of what no longer serves you. Now in the upright position, I tend to find if something happens, we're happy about it and it allows us to kill off what no longer serves us. In the reverse, it's one or two things. It's either that it's self-imposed. We go, right, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to live this way anymore. I don't want to have this thought process, this pattern anymore. This is not who I am. I am going to change. The second is resistance. Okay, resisting this change that is coming in. Now, I'm going to leave that open-ended because this is a collective reading, and I feel like some of you are going to resist and some of you are going to be doing it in a self-imposed way, to be honest with you. Obstacles or blockages, 9 of Wands. Okay, so 9's are reflection cards before we go on to tell and close down the cycle. Okay. If you're new to tarot, you've got 2 types of cards. Now, I'm pretty much the only person who knows how to say this correctly on here. So you have the major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. The minors run like a standard deck of cards. So you've got 4 suits, start at ace, go through 10, then you've got the court cards. Okay, so a 9 is a reflection before you go on to 10 and close down the cycle. Little hard to see because it's in the black and whites, but you got the chap there, he's got a bandage on his head, one on his arm. He's reflecting back, he's looking how far he's come, and he's kind of going, Christ, I've been through, but you know what, I'm still standing. I've still got this strength. What this is saying to me is like, although you're going to be going into hermit mode and it's okay to do a bit of reflection, I feel that hermit mode is more about what direction am I going in next, not where have I been. You've spent too long looking back. You know, you've looked back and you've seen the positives. Don't get me wrong. You've been going, you know, I'm strong and resilient and stuff like that. We can't live in the past. Okay, at some point we need to start pushing forwards. Removing any blockages, 5 of Cups. Okay, so Cups relates to water. We're generally talking about something on an emotional level. If we reverse this, okay, this guy's in black. He's mourning. He's mourning 3 cups that have fallen over. He's not seeing that there are 2 behind him. So that talks about new opportunity. Okay, again, I'm just trying to decide which way to go with this one, if I'm honest with you. I feel it's more a case of kind of going, you need to accept and you need to grieve what has gone. So if it's a relationship, for example, and it's recently split up, you need to accept it's dead. Okay, you need to accept there will be other opportunities in the future. You need to grieve it. I'm not saying to kind of run away from that process. Again, I feel like the hermit situation will be good, but don't spend too long going, oh, you know, look at what I've been through. Look, you know, whatever this situation is, I kind of feel like it happened a bit of time ago, and we need to start accepting that is done now. There are other opportunities. Whenever I talk about opportunities in my tarot, I say you don't have to take it, but being aware that they are there, that can be often enough to give you a bit of a boost. But we need to start getting out of this mourning, grieving period. Ideally, that needs to be kind of like self-imposed and go, right, I'm shedding skin, I'm moving on. If we can do that, everything's looking positive. So yeah, there's nothing bad there. That's just telling me that, you know, a little bit of stuck thinking, that's stopping us from pushing forwards. But once we go into hermit mode, do a bit of pondering again in regard to what direction we are going in next. We can then make a plan. We can shed that old skin and we can move on. Okay. Shed, baby. Shed that old skin. Okay, we're going into 2024 soon. Let's have a fresh start. Okay, until next time, guys. Take care. Ta-ta for now.